Hello, this is the tutorial for scheduling. So we're going to get a little bit further in depth into how to schedule your appointments. And right now I'm on the appointments page, which you can see a status of each one of your families. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the scheduling link. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to the settings tab. We're going to talk about to make sure you've got everything set up properly in here. And the first box is your companion email address. This is important to have in here before you start the scheduling process if you plan to include your companion. And in the bottom here, this is a box that shows the time between visits. So if you want your appointments to be 30 minutes apart, so one appointment at 2 o'clock, the next appointment at 2:30, then you would put 30 minutes in here. It's important to make sure that's accurate before you schedule your appointments. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom, you have the ability there to upload a photo of yourself. That is, if maybe you don't know your families or they may not know you, you can upload a photo of yourself, and when they get your email, they'll be able to see a picture of you, and that way they can recognize you. But that's completely optional. So now let's go into the scheduling link. Now you see there's a simple form here for scheduling your appointments. The first thing that's really important is making sure that you're set for the right month that you want to schedule your appointments for. And step one is your ability to put in appointments that you've scheduled outside of the LDSplan system. If you click yes, so this may be appointments that you've set with your families at church, or you have a consistent appointment every month with a family. You can select the family that you want to schedule the appointment for, put in the time and the date, and you can click, if you have multiple, you can click add appointment to add multiple appointments. The reason why you would want to use this is so that you can use LDSplan for the reminders and the reporting. You can actually report on a family without setting an appointment, but this will help your leadership know when your appointment is, and it'll make sure the communication process is a little bit better when you actually put in the appointments, even though you've set them outside of the LDSplan system. For the most part, if you just leave it at no, it means you'll be able to schedule all of your appointments with your families through LDSplan. In these boxes here in step 2, you're letting LDSplan know exactly when you are available for the month. So if you click on the first box, you select a date. So it says I'm available for this date for however many appointments. So and the max is how many families you have. So if you're available for 3 appointments at that time, starting at 4 p.m. And just a note here, you can only submit your availability one time for each family in your list. The reason for that is because once you submit your availability to a family, you can't take that email back. So if we let you submit different availabilities for each family multiple times a month, it would get confusing, because for the family they would get multiple emails with multiple availabilities and wouldn't know which one was the right one. So you can only submit your availability one time per family. So we recommend making your availability as extensive as possible for the month, so that way there is less likely chance of your family not being able to be available at any of the times that you suggest. So fill up these boxes full if possible, or as full as possible. Then in step 3, you can check each one of the boxes of the families that you want to send out your availability to. It says on my last one here that I've already notified that family for the month, so I can't actually check that box. So I can send out email. I can send it out to all my other families. And then on the bottom, I have the option to include my companion in the scheduling process. And if you haven't submitted your companion's email address, then this step won't even be an option. So if you click save, that will then take you back to the appointments page, which it says I can't for one of my families because it's a test email address. The email address doesn't work, but you can see here on the appointments page, it shows that I'm waiting for my availability from all my families, and if we go here and look, we can see one of the pages that the families will get. So this is the link, the page that the families will go to submit their availability. So if I click save, just take me to a page here saying thank you for your information. Go back to the appointments page here in my account and hit refresh. Okay, now we can see that one of the family that I just submitted the availability for, it says now waiting on the LDSplan scheduling queue. It'll actually wait for all of the families to submit their availability. Technically it says that companion is bypassed because I clicked that earlier, but otherwise it would wait for the companion as well. You can also click don't wait for companion, which will bypass like it says right now. Also underneath you can say stop waiting on the remaining families. So let's say 2 out of your 3 families have submitted their availability and it's taking too long. You can click there and go ahead and take in what information it has and schedule the appointments with the families that have submitted their availability. So that is how you can do that. And then basically what happens is after all the families have submitted their availability, if you haven't clicked to skip, you'll automatically get an email with the dates and times of those appointments, and you'll be able to accept or reject those or edit them if you'd like. And that's it. So that's how you schedule your availability with LDSplan, and the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much.